And we say, oh, my name is not. Other people are, but I am not. N-O-T. T-O-N-N-O-T-O-T-N. On the next step. What we're going to say is unimportant, but it's valuable if you need it. Once upon a time, a long time ago, in a faraway land, was mourned a god named KRONOS. Oh, I said that right. Let me try again. KRONOS. Yep. Saturnalius, or something like that. You know, KRONOS is supposed to be the chronograph god. Round and round, and they call it time. False. In the year 1998, while I was locked in a square steel box, that particular old god came into the box and talked to me for a great length of time. What did it say? Well, I am not going to repeat it because it was something that just doesn't come to mind exactly, but I do remember certain aspects. For one thing, it was a reassuring visit from an ancient god. I didn't know until the end of the visit, when I asked the name, it was told KRONOS. I wrote a letter to my friend about it. I spelled it wrong. He corrected me. So anyway, be that as it may, KRONOS. KRONOS, chronology, chronic, and of course the cat that was here a minute ago. But what he has imparted upon me is a very important thing. Number one, there is no thing or space in time. There's no time. They've taken KRONOS and they've used the Roman Church. They've used false thinking, which can be called illusions, which can be called prevarications, lies, to keep us enslaved in a linear time so we don't realize that actually it's more similar to string theory. Strings. I don't have anything real handy to describe. Okay, it's strings, like my fingers are strings. Okay, let's say that I'm here. Now over here is another reality, another world, another dimension. Here's one, and here's one. Figure, or make it in your eyes to understand that all these parallel realities don't move. Where I am, according to this chronograph, which ticks from goodwill. It's a moving, ticking liar. Since before my vision, when I was in the square box made of steel, so the god KRONOS came to me in 1998, I had many strange out-of-body experiences where you fall into a sleep and then all of a sudden you're not in sleep, you're up parlaying the ecstatic record. Okay, what does that got to do? Well, anyway, be that as it may, in 1968, 20 years before the visitation, I was on the side of Hot Springs Mountain in Hot Springs, Arkansas, up on what they call the promenade. Above the promenade, there's a walk that goes around, and I was looking toward West Mountain, and the whole top of the mountain rose up, and it looked like big steel hydraulic lifts. And in and out of the mountain came little planes like flying dirigibles, flying things that flew around. They flew up and they flew around, and the head of one of the old gods, like H.P. Lovecraft wrote about, the big head came up out of the top of the mountain, huge. You don't understand. If you've ever been to Arkansas and you've ever seen the zigzag mountains, and you know that Central Avenue goes north and south, pretty much, and comes to a dead end in front of the Majestic Hotel, where I later worked. There's a fountain, and there's anomalies. Art Bell word, let's try it again. Anomalies. There's weird places in Hot Springs, like a place where you can go and your watch will stop, even if it's a wind-up watch, and compasses will spin. Those are the foot of West Mountain, which is also made of Navakalite, porous type of stone. So what I'm saying is the old god peeked out, and I could see the top of his head and the eyes looking at me. And he spoke to me too. Don't remember exactly what he said. Ooh, I believe it right now is 2014. That's a long time ago. I don't remember I used to have cats. I had a yellow tomcat, and I had a gray tomcat. And the yellow tomcat I named Butterball, and the gray tomcat was Smokey. They talked to me, and I could understand them. This cat, just for the sake of clarity, that cat, he's not talking, but he's picking up a putt. It would be that as it may. Let me say unto all things good. Now, what was we going to? I remember before I came to San Francisco, California, in the year 1984, I had several out-of-body experiences, and the most notable was I would go to sleep and I would rise up in a vivid dream. What do you call it? A vivid dream. I would rise up and I would lift myself up, and then I would start to walk, but I would be about this far off the ground, and I would walk above the ground very, very fast walking, spirit walking, and I would go a long distance across deserts, across over cities, and all around, and I came right, I'm pointing towards the Bay Bridge that comes over from Oakland. I came right across the Bay Bridge, above it, and I saw all of the landscape with the Embarcadero Freeway that went up to Broadway Street. I saw all of that. I saw the coffee sign and the ferry building. But then I was caught up into other realms, but I do remember seeing that when I came across on the Greyhound bus. Around the 1st of October, 1984, yeah. Well, I'm getting confused. This is the result of confusion. You want to finish the video? Say hi. Anyway, that's the history of something. The most interesting thing that I've ever seen, I don't really know, it's a mixture of
wasting a lot of time.
The most interesting thing that I can say
Besides not sitting in some empty old bed and breakfast.
is that there is more lies that's associated with this world.
Oh.
For one, television is a lie. Television operates at 60 cycles, which is the frequencies of AC electricity. And the sweep on the raster, the horizontal sweep, is a light that sweeps back and forth across the fluorescent screen, and it leaves a trail. You can't see it because it's fast. The sweep generator will tell you how fast it sweeps. But it does set the mind into a state of alpha receptivity. This alpha receptivity makes Jack a drooling idiot. And if your name is Jack, you'll understand. Remember Jack Nicholson in the movie The Shining. Okay. Now, for the clarity of the sake of the refrigerator gods, let me tell you, the gods of refrigerators are bad. Refrigerators do not. I repeat, refrigerators do not.
Where the traveler in north central Louisiana takes the wrong fork at the junction of Food Road Road, just beyond Thibodeau's Corners, he comes upon a nobly curious country. Here stood the Wakely House, cold, desolate night. Hundreds of years ago, when talk of voodoo and Satan worship was commonplace, locals would warn strangers to stay far, far away. It was here, 10 years ago, that the unimaginable happened. The unspeakable. Lavina Wakely. She was 35 years old. She did nothing to hide her pregnancy to others in that small town. She never spoke of the child as unprepared. Some conjectured that old man Wakely, her father, was responsible for her pregnancy. Those rumors too sinister, even for this small town, in reference to such a strange family.
The refrigerators. This is a refrigerator. Well,